I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to Complete Trader Academy's Daily Review. Today is May 25th, Thursday, 2023. We got this candle right here. Sort of like an indecisive candle at the way, but a little bit strength on the bull side in this candle, but still a bearish candle. Price opened up, retraced back into the body, all right, and then came down and hunted right for our daily imbalance that we got marked. We just took out this one, right, above, now this one, and look, 3 points away. Pretty good, right? All right, let's go into let's go on 4 hour real quick. And is this a 4? No, it's a 4 minute. Oops. 4 hour. And you'll see here, consolidating. We got a speaker forming. So shakeout day. Called in the group early this morning. And we were ping ponging. So as you see, price opened up right here. Came down, was playing around in there, came down to take it out, and then we got this nice buy all the way up to the beginning of that that wick right there on the candle of this 4 hour, and into that body of that wick, and stopped right there. All right, let's go into a 1 hour real quick. See this a little more clear. All right, so opens up, price comes immediately down, shooting for that daily imbalance. And I mentioned that in the previous video yesterday, so please watch it so this makes sense. Said I wanted price to do this. Go watch that video. You'll see that I said that the last option that I thought would happen is this. I said this pretty much. I said this, or even up here, and then, so pretty much kind of happened. You got the lower low right there, and then a new lower low right there, got into there, and then we are now here. We came up here. Did we break structure? We don't know. Might be a shift of structure happening up, but still kind of heavy on the downside. But I'm expecting to come and take out some of this liquidity here. Maybe get into this daily imbalance. If not, if this does not happen, this thing is sinking hard. So that's definitely what I can tell you there. So let's go into I'm gonna go I'll go to a 5 minute real quick first, and you'll see here. All right, opened up with that gap. That's the opening of the gap day right there. We come down, shoot straight down for it, hit it, retrace up, come back into this wick, come back up, hit the open, seal most of this price, does not clear that gap. All right, comes right back down for a lower, not for a lower low, but to take out liquidity here, get more into this wick. All right, it's 3:45 in the morning. Price retraces, comes up right back to seal the whole gap right there. So right here, this is 9:30. I'm actually going to a smaller time frame now, but we go to 1 minute real quick. So here, you're gonna see the movement. And we're moving like the algorithm. We're flowing with it. We're not scared of it. We understand how it moves, what high probability areas. Right here is 8:30. We had news, but it was weak. I believe it was 8:30. Yeah, taps there. Perfect imbalance in here and taps the block. Shoots all the way up, right to the open. Now, it does not close it all the way. Got a little retracement here. Boom. One more time up. Take out the liquidity. That's a pattern. We expect some downward movement to the downside to take out this liquidity. Sure enough, price comes down, creates a nice pattern, taps right into it twice, sinks off. Then we had the 930 open, sinks down, takes out that liquidity. All right, down here we got a shift right here, not major or anything, but it did take liquidity, and then it pops up and retraces back. One of our favorite patterns here we teach every day. And intention of this trade was to take it here. I should have took it here, but that was that. And then price runs up. Now I got caught trying to sell this. I got in too early. I was just flowing really well, but I got in too early. Should have took the trade here, but it stopped me out. And then I was actually done for the day. I got all the amount of money I needed already, and this was a consolidation day. So I'm glad I didn't sit through this, but I didn't need to because I was done. The difference between myself and maybe someone else is that they're sitting here and trying to catch every move. Even though this might look like it's every move, I'm just flowing with flow. But when you got into stuff like this, I'm not interested. So that being the case, we're just really creating lower high liquidity there so we can come up and grab it. But anyways, the trade ended up panning out and coming down. And where do we want it to come? Into this imbalance of the daily between these purple lines. Missed it by 3 points right here. Now, someone will say, well, why didn't you get back in or hold for this objective? Well, here's the thing. Sometimes when we tap into imbalance, it doesn't have to seal it right away, as you see here. But at the same time, I could do whatever it wants. It doesn't have to seal this price. We could have came up late, took liquidity, and then came back down later. And I wasn't trying to find out why, because I've already got good trades. You need to know when enough is enough. It's funny that I don't have these conversations, but I just assume that it's a given, but in reality, it's not. A lot of people don't understand the basics the way we think. You have to know when to be content, when to take your money, and when not to risk yourself. I mean, you can wait for a better setup, even if you sat on your hands, like this buy right here. Here's a perfect example. Well, whatever happened here and it came down, let's just say you even missed this. Well, when it came down and it filled up this imbalance, I mean, you've got a major accomplishment taken care of. The only thing that would make sense is a buy. Why? Because not only do you have this liquidity perfectly built, but you do have more liquidity up here even, right? And we've been coming down for a while, right? So, know when to not overstay your welcome, but at the same time, your probability of this panning out is very high. So obviously our pattern right here breaks up, comes back in, could have been a buyer right here. Price breaks up right here and comes back in again, could have been a buyer. And then price comes up, retraces. Again, this would be another buy. Coming into these blocks right here, and beautiful. Pretty much as easy as it can get, to be honest. Price shoots all the way up, and with the time between the power hour and comes right away up. Not the power hour, I'm sorry. Right pre 2 o'clock. Boom, hits the high into this wick. Let me go to a 5 minute. I'll be done here. Right into this supply wick right here. Beautiful. Thought it might have took out this high, but this might be future liquidity at this point. But the lowest objective would be the open of that candle, and then you also had 50% of the wick itself, and sure enough, it taps above that. So. And then retraces back down. Now, the question is, when the price came up above here, is this a break of structure? It is generally a break of structure right here, right? We could say that after here is a break of structure, more legit, right? And the reason why I say that is because there's no really bodies of candles here. There's not really that strong. If I go to more of a 1 hour, it might just be a wick. Yeah, you see it's a wick and it's not no bodies. Now, I'm not going to get into that debate or education on that. It all depends with that. But it still could be a break of structure. But you see the bodies of the candles here. Forget the wicks. Look at the bodies. And this could tell you that we can still come down. Now I'm going to go and end the video with analysis on tomorrow. Well, what do we got now? What do we got? Friday. So Friday is a very high likely chance that we just keep going up as well. So they can retrace and take out all the people that were selling and balance this range more and this range from here to here. Excuse me here. What's going on? Yeah. Okay. So, we have a lot of price inefficiency here. In between here and in between there. So at the least, I want to say here, right? So that's what tells me that this might be a break of structure and we might just open up and come up. Now we do have this wick, so it might come down first, then come up, or we might just come up first and then come down. So, I know this sounds confusing, but I'm sure you're getting my understanding. These are the opportunities. So, in a perfect world, what would I like to see right now? I'd like to see, so I'd like to see something like this, or even damn near like this. That's what I'd like to see. So, all right, hope this helps. Oh, other than that, before I finish, another reason why we're coming down, obviously, is dollar is shooting up, yields are shooting up, and I'm looking at this like, okay, we're coming up and we're going to peak and then retrace, even if the dollar keeps going up, right? But the reason why we keep coming down or we're staying in that area right now also to contribute on a macro level is that dollar is just nonstop coming up. So I'm not going to bet against that and hold buys, or when you see a shift here, which we're getting into you can call it a resistance level, whatever you call it, but it's coming into some supply blocks as well, and it's going to hold price. But if it just keeps shooting, then that's going to tell us we're coming down hard. But to frame the idea of how we're coming down, the way we're down here is the way it's up here, right? So if it shifts a little bit to retrace, and then however long that takes, that could be us coming back up here. If not, then please remember, my goal is to just do this, is to just keep coming down. Why? Because remember, if the dollar keeps shooting up, that means we're coming down to take all this out. And then we're going to get into the real ideas that I have of this weekly imbalance here and leveling off somewhere in this level, even if it doesn't break this low, which anything is possible with the news that is, with the world that we're living in, and the debt default and all that shit. So that's why my intention is this. So we'll see how it goes. All right. Hope this helps. You guys take care and God bless.